One point to note right from the beginning is that what we're interested in here is the sound. The spelling isn't important. It doesn't matter that Lee has an A at the end, but me doesn't. What matters is that they both have the same long E sound. There is a type of rhyme that's based on the spelling, and I'll come to that in a little while. For now, though, we're just interested in the sound. The other thing to note is that the rhymes all occur at the end of each line. This is called, no big surprises here, end rhyme. All the rhymes in these two stanzas occur in words with just one stressed syllable. What about words that have more than one syllable? Well, there's an example of that in the third stanza of Gray's poem. Save that from yonder ivy-mantled tower, the moping owl does to the moon complain, of such as wandering near her secret bower molest her ancient solitary reign. Gray makes it clear he wants tower and bower to be read as one syllable by eliding the E, so we have tower and bower, making them technically similar to the other rhymes in the poem so far. But the other pair of rhyming words is complain and rain. And complain is a bit different from the rhymes we've seen so far because it has two syllables. Here, I'm afraid we're moving into a grey area. Perfect rhyme seems to be one of those things that we all know when we see it, but find very difficult to describe. Different textbooks, dictionaries and websites give different definitions. Some will say that words like leave and believe, or in this case, rain and complain, are perfect rhymes. Others will say that they are not. So, are they? Or are they not? This is where it gets tricky. On their own, the two words don't make a perfect rhyme because they have a different number of syllables. However, if they're in a rhyming position with the same stress pattern, then they do make a perfect rhyme. Believe has a weak, strong stress pattern, so if leave follows a weak syllable, then we have a perfect rhyme. For example, you'll love us when we're heroes, home on leave, or wounded in a mentionable place. You worship decorations. You believe that chivalry redeems the war's disgrace. In these opening lines of Sigrid Flessun's Glory of Women, we have a basic ABAB rhyme scheme, and the metre is a regular iambic pentameter. This means that each line ends with a weak, strong foot. So we have on leave, believe. A mentionable place redeems the war's disgrace. These form perfect rhymes partly because both pairs of words end with a similar sound, but also because they fit into the same stress pattern. Complain works as a rhyme for rain in Gray's elegy for the same reasons. The moping owl does to the moon complain and molest her ancient solitary reign. In both lines, the strong rhyming syllable is preceded by a weak syllable. It's this combination of sound and stress that gives us a perfect rhyme here. But, as I say, it's tricky, and there isn't 100% agreement among scholars of poetry. So if you're studying this with a teacher who tells you that things like leave and believe aren't perfect rhymes because the two words have a different number of syllables, it's probably wisest just to accept what the teacher says, even if it's a little bit different from what I'm saying here.